Hello everyone. Welcome to NET online preparation classes for general group. We are so excited to start these lectures so that you can prepare for your NET which is just around the corner. Before we jump into NET math, I will give you a sneak peek of what's coming ahead in mathematics over the course of weeks. Let's take a look.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we are going to start our very first chapter, which is known as Laws of Indices. Laws of indices allow complex numericals involving powers to be handled very easily. But before we talk about the laws of indices, we need to understand what indices are, which I will explain through an example. For example, if we have 2 raised to the power 3, the 2 written here is known as the base, and 3 written on top of it is known as the index, exponent, or simply the power. So for example, if we have 2 multiplied by itself for a number of 3 times, it can be written as 2 raised to the power 3. And x multiplied by itself for a number of 4 times can be written as x raised to the power 4. Conversely, 3z whole square can be written as 3z multiplied by itself for a number of 2 times. So the power basically tells us how many times a number has been multiplied by itself. So now we're ready to move into the laws of indices. Law number 1 states that when we are multiplying indices having the same base, we add the powers. So for example, we have 2 raised to the power 3 multiplied by 2 raised to the power 5. क्योंकि इनकी base same है, तो हम क्या करेंगे इनकी powers को add कर लेंगे. So we'll get 2 raised to the power 3 plus 5, which gives us 2 raised to the power 8. Law number 1 की तरह law number 2 states that when we are dividing indices having the same base, हम क्या करेंगे हम powers को subtract कर लेंगे. So for example, if we have 3 raised to the power 7 divided by 3 raised to the power 3, so we'll subtract the powers, we'll get 3 raised to the power 7 minus 3, which gives us 3 raised to the power 4. Law number 3 states that when we are raising a power to a power, we basically multiply the powers together. So for example, if we have 2 square raised to the power 3, we'll basically multiply the powers with each other and we'll get 2 raised to the power 2 multiplied by 3, which gives us 2 raised to the power 6. Law number 4 states that whenever we raise any base to the power 0, we get 1 as the answer. So 5 raised to the power 0, uska jawab bhi kya hoga? We'll get 1 as the answer. Law number 5 is about whole powers. AB whole power n is equals to A power n times B power n. So for example, if we have 3z whole square, तो ये जो square है ये दोनों के साथ जाएगा. 3 के साथ भी जाएगा और z के साथ भी जाएगा. So we'll get 3 square times z square. So the answer is going to be 9z square. यहाँ पे बहुत से लोग एक गलती करते हैं कि what they do is कि 3z whole square को वो expand करेंगे and they write 3z square. No, it's 9z square. जो square है वो दोनों के साथ जाता है. Similarly, अगर division का sign हो बीच में, तब भी whole powers ऐसे expand होंगी. It will be whole power n is equals to A power n divided by B power n. Law number 6 is about negative powers. So अगर हमें negative power को positive में convert करना है, so what we do is we drop it down in the denominator and we make it positive. इसी की एक extension है कि if we have a fraction with a negative power, तो उसको positive करने के लिए we invert the fraction. Numerator becomes the denominator and denominator becomes the numerator. So 3 over 4 whole power minus 2 becomes 4 over 3 whole power 2. Law number 7 and 8 are both about fractional indices. Law number 8 is in fact an extension of law number 7. Law number 7 states that a raised to the power 1 by m is equals to mth root of a. So यहाँ पे denominator acts as the root. So for example, if we have 9 raised to the power 1 by 2, it's equal to square root of 9. So denominator becomes the root. Therefore, we get 3 as the answer. Law number 8 states a raised to the power n divided by m is equals to mth root of a power n. यहाँ पे भी denominator हमारे पास क्या है root के तौर पे act कर रहा है, लेकिन numerator becomes the power. So इसको हम कैसे याद रख सकते हैं कि fraction को we remember as power over root. So numerator is equals to the power and denominator becomes the root. So for example, if we have 3 raised to the power 2 by 3, it's equals to cube root of 3 square, which is equals to cube root of 9. तो आप पहले स्क्वायर करें या फिर पहले आप क्यूब रूट लें उसका, तो उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता। तो मतलब आप पहले पावर लेते हैं या रूट लेते हैं, इसके ऑर्डर से फर्क नहीं पड़ता। So now that we have discussed the laws of indices in great detail, we are going to look at some questions to see their application. I suggest you pause the video, खुद attempt करें इसे and then come back to it. सबसे पहली बात ये कि MCQs के स्टाइल का टेस्ट होता है, वर्किंग के मार्क्स नहीं होते, so we will try to skip as many steps as we can to save our time. If you look at question number 1, it's just an example of rule number 1, the law number 1 and law number 2. Or in the last step, what I've done is negative power को positive power में करने के लिए I've dropped it down in the denominator and I got y cube divided by x square. Second question is a little harder than the first one. इसमें हमारे पास एक whole power आ रही है. So first I suggest कि आप bracket के अंदर जो है उसको simplify करें and then move to this whole power. नंबर्स को हम सेपरेटली डील करते हैं, फिर वेरिएबल्स को सेपरेटली डील करते हैं, ठीक है। सो 4 डिवाइडेड बाय 9 a रेज टू द पावर 3 माइनस माइनस 5, क्यों? क्योंकि जब हम डिवाइड करते हैं इंडिसेस को तो पावर्स क्या होती हैं, सब्ट्रैक्ट होती हैं। एंड देन b रेज टू द पावर 0 इज इक्वल्स टू 1, एनीथिंग रेज टू द पावर 0 गिव्स अस 1। हम इसको सिंप्लीफाई कर लेंगे, 4 डिवाइडेड बाय 9 a रेज टू द पावर 8 होल पावर -2। अब हम जब -2 की पावर को पॉजिटिव करने के लिए क्या करेंगे, फ्रैक्शंस को इन्वर्ट कर लेंगे। सो वी गेट 9 डिवाइडेड बाय 4a रेज टू द पावर 8 होल स्क्वायर। जो ये होल स्क्वायर होता है ये न्यूमरेटर के साथ भी जाता है और डिनोमिनेटर के साथ भी जाता है, ठीक है। तो अब क्या होगा हमारे पास 81 डिवाइडेड बाय 16a रेज टू द पावर 16।
Now it's your turn to practice what you have learned from this lecture. These questions are taken from matriculation textbook for your practice. We will be providing helping materials and examples as we move forward to difficult topics. Seen the concept being explained and have done a few examples. If you find this lecture helpful, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon button so that you don't miss out on our upcoming lectures.